Like, what's the motivation behind the whole thing anyway?
So tell me about you two. How did you start this?
So what made you guys want to do this project?
Somebody we spoke to, it's like therapy for Dom. That's how we started. We started as Dom's therapy.
Okay, so it's basically therapy for Dom.
It is
Yeah, a little bit, I suppose. Yeah, it's
Dom's therapy.
So I actually have a consulting engineering firm. People were not really seeing our worth. There is that idea that there are so many people dependent on us, and we just forget that. We just forget how important we are in the grander scheme of things. Simple fact is, I was pretty disillusioned about being an engineer, to be honest.
And so we thought, well, I discovered podcasts, and 3 weeks later we launched. Within 3 weeks from discovering a podcast to I actually launched this one. I said to Dom, we're doing this. I researched it. I spent a lot of time. And so we launched it on the 20th of July.
And so Mel suggested that we do this to just kind of, speak to other engineers and kind of remember why I got into engineering in the first place.
I just thought it would be a good way for him to meet engineers who are excited about being an engineer. You need to talk to other engineers to see that there's more than just building services out there. There's a bigger community. I'm sure that there's good stuff out there. And to hear stories about how they got into it and remind him why he got into it and why he does things, and reflect on the good things, and also cast their mind into the future.
But the beauty of it is that in talking to other engineers, you hear about the wonderful projects they've done, and it also reminds you, and it reminds them as well, of all the things that they've done and the impact that they've made. And I think as you go through your career, and particularly as Mel said, I've been in the industry for 20 years now, and you forget all those exciting jobs that you did. And then you remember what you've done and sort of how much fun it was with doing those interesting projects. That
he's seen the light. He's
starting
to enjoy it more.
It's worked.
Yeah, it has.
It's
really it rekindles your love for the industry. It's been sensational. Like, it just kind of lifts your spirits quite substantially just by doing that, just by remembering that you're part of something much, much bigger, and that it is something that you're helping so many people.
And so, it's working out really well.
Sounds great. Well, thanks for the chat, guys. All the best with it.
Thank
Wonderful.
you so much.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Great to meet
Bye.
you. Cheers. See you.